Have you experienced a karmic relationship before? This is a relationship that really transforms and shifts your way of viewing partnership, relationship, and love. Karmic relationships usually have a connection to your past, possibly your childhood, healing your childhood, and dealing with things that are unresolved. So if you had trauma or unresolved issues in your family lineage or even just in your childhood, this can come up in those karmic relationships, and it can be really something that you have to work out with that person. In the astrology birth chart, there are a few things that we look for these karmic partnerships and things that will trigger them. 3 places that I like to look for karmic relationship synastry is the South Node and the North Node. Both of these can have a really karmic tie. It can be someone from a past life or just from some type of trauma that you've dealt with that you have to kind of work out in this lifetime. And in this relationship, they're here to show you something, and it can possibly be long term. It can possibly be a really quick, fast relationship. Karmic relationships don't really speak to longevity. They can speak to intensity. So you can have a week-long, a month-long, relationship with someone that is a karmic relationship, or you can have a full-on decade, 30-year marriage with someone that is karmic. Another place I like to look is your Mars synastry. This is important because it has to do with your physical, connection with that person. It can bring up anxieties, anger. It can bring up trauma you've been through physically. So having really strong Mars connections can have a lot of karmic effect on you through this relationship. Last thing for karmic relationships is Saturn. Saturn is the grandfather, the wisdom, what we have to really commit ourselves and dedicate ourselves to in this life. So having really strong Saturn synastry with someone can be very karmic. You can feel a dedication and a responsibility to that person. There can be some just real heaviness and feeling of duty that you have towards this person, and it can be male, female, whatever it is. You can feel a pull to that person to commit and to give them something, and it can feel a little bit of like that responsibility. Like Saturn isn't really fun, exciting. Saturn isn't romantic. Saturn is like dedication and sacrifice.